Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania comes out this weekend, or comes out this week, and with every new movie, we get our Rotten Tomatoes drama. Now, if you don't know how this works on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics that get to preview the movie early, see it early, they get to write their reviews early, and those ratings go up on Rotten Tomatoes before the actual fan score goes up. And normally, if you have a lower rating for critic score, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because the fan score could be through the roof. Well, the critic score is coming through for Ant-Man, and it's not good. It actually started out in the 50%, then it got above 60, I think. Then it went back down in the 50s, and I think it's either the lowest rated Marvel movie right now on the critic side or the second lowest rated, 60%. Let's just say roughly 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, when the fan score comes out and the fans go watch the movie, if they enjoy it, they'll obviously give a much better score. But it always starts this debate, and people say, well, if it's a good rating on Rotten Tomatoes, you should go watch it. And then other people will say, if it's a bad rating, go be your own judge. It's just funny how this works. And it's also funny how many people actually kind of take what a complete stranger says about a movie instead of just going to give their own opinion. But that's a video for another day. The point is, Ant-Man may be in a little bit of trouble, but I don't think so. I've watched 2 early reviews. I watched Emergency Awesome, I watched Charlie, and I watched Cosmic Wonder. I watched Warren's. They've both seen the movie, and they kind of had different points of view on their review. Now, Warren gave all the good stuff that he liked. He said it's an Ant-Man movie, it's funny, it's not humor shoved down your throat like Thor: Love and Thunder, but it was done well. He enjoyed Cassie Lang. He said that Janet Van Dyne, her story was really cool. Kang stole the show. Basically, the stuff we've heard from everybody. But he also had some negative critiques about it, saying it felt more like a building block movie, and there were parts where it just kind of didn't make sense, and he wishes he had gotten more Kang fights to kind of establish how strong he was. So he had his good and his bad. I encourage you guys to go watch it. Now, Charlie, Emergency Awesome, his was a much more positive review. His was hey, Phase 4 was a testing phase for Marvel. Phase 5, we're getting back to what people want. And he looked at it as kind of a precursor of what's coming. And some of the reviews and the critiques that came in said it's not a movie, it's kind of an audition to hype up the Avengers movie. So I'll let you guys decide. But his was a much more positive outlook. He actually said he thinks the hype is actually going to be starting to come back for the MCU and Marvel. So my question to you guys is, how do you determine what you digest when it comes to movies, specifically Marvel movies? Do you go to Rotten Tomatoes and do you look at the score, and if the critics, people you've never met and probably never will in life and probably don't align with your thinking, do you not go watch the movie in theaters if that critic score is low? Or do you take it upon yourself to decide what you're going to do or how you're going to like it? Me personally, I don't listen to critics. I'm a fan of movies, and I'll go digest the movies myself and then make my own opinion, and I'm not going to miss the Marvel movie regardless what somebody says about it, negative or positive or anything, because I'm a fan of Marvel. I'm a fan of the MCU and everything that goes on. So I'm going to take it and then I'll rank it internally. But I want to know from you guys. Let me know what you think. Right now, Ant-Man's not in a good spot. Projections were for over $200 million in opening, which is great. It would be the biggest Ant-Man release so far, but then you have these critic reviews that are just blasting it, which just, I'm telling you, it just pisses me off. But I won't go down that road. I want to know how you guys determine whether or not you're going to watch a Marvel movie, or how you judge whether or not a Marvel movie is good. I'm taking my entire family. It's our Marvel movie night. We're going Friday night. We're going to watch it in the XD theater, and I'm sure we're going to thoroughly enjoy it. But once we get down to the critiques of it, we'll talk about that later. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon.